Hey everyone, this is Vishal and welcome to my podcast for the EC 6004 Assessment 1. In this episode, I'll be discussing my personal language and literacy learning journey and connecting it to the theories of language acquisition that we covered in our unit readings. As a child growing up in India, I was fortunate to be exposed to multiple languages including Hindi, Punjabi and English. My love for languages and literacy started with my family, particularly my grandmother, who would read and bedtime stories every night. She would tell me the stories about a clever animal and important life lessons, like the stories of a thirsty crow who used pebbles to rise the water level and in a narrow pot to quench his thirst. These stories helped me learn about the world around me and taught me important values and morals. According to the Fallas and Oakley in 2014, the home is the first and most significant setting for children's speech language acquisition and learning. In my case, and my family played a crucial role in shaping my language and literacy development. My father was passionate about teaching the modern and ancient Sanskrit language. He would look up and words and phrases in dictionary and encyclopedias to explain things in detail. My mother, on the other hand, was experienced in her language and would encourage me to express my thought and feelings in the way that world the other could understand. As I grew older, my love for language and literacy continued to flourish. I started learning French when I was 12 and discovered the joy of poetry and songs in English, particularly in early childhood songs like Mary Had a Little Lamb and Its Bitsy Spider. These songs helped me develop my literacy skills and learn new words and phrases. Furthermore, my family emphasis on language and literacy extended beyond just storytelling. My father was passionate about teaching not only Sanskrit but also modern languages such as English and French. He would look up words and phrases in Italian dictionary and encyclopedia to explain things in detail. In me, love for language and a curiosity and learning in English, I was introduced into a mixed Hindi and English languages with discussion in classroom being delivered English. I also loved reading children's books, especially books that told stories about animals and nature. These stories were not only entertaining, but they also taught me important values like kindness, empathy, and respect. According to the Fallas Oakley 2014, spoken language is the main means communication, but body posture, eye contact, expression, movement, and the gestures are all means of supporting proper communication. This rings true in my experience as I learned the importance of non-verbal communication and its impact on language acquisition from my family and the community around me. We often had dinners and meetings together, and I took part in many family activities like wedding, festival, and feast. Being a social butterfly from a young age allowed me to observe, participate, and experience different social and cultural environments. As a child, I also loved putting on stage plays for my family and friends. My siblings and I would write up scripts and delegate the roles between us, and we would practice for days to perfect our performance. These allowed me to develop my cognitive skills and understand the different languages and cultures. I even recall being a part of a play where I had to deliver my lines in French, which was a significant challenge for me but also a valuable learning experience. Noam Chomsky's theory of language acquisition postulates that all children have an initial acquisition device with their brains to understand and pick up languages for a young age. These theory allowed me to understand the importance of language and literacy, not just a communication but also of a cultural identity. It also resonated with the unit reading, which stressed the importance of oral language and immersed literacy in early childhood education, particularly in creating a language-rich environment and using real-life context to support learning. In conclusion, my family and literacy learning journey was shaped by my family and my community, and my love for the storytelling through the experience exposure to different languages, stories, songs, and social interaction, I developed important pre-literacy skills that have influenced my personal values. Literacy are not just skills to be learned, but are integral part of our cultural identity that should be celebrated and narrated in every child. Thanks for listening.